to be truthful, to trust my truth, and listen to my intuition, and be in present time. Those are the things that allow me to be more honest in my work and to elicit honesty from other people. And that's what turns me on. My name is Linda Wolf. I am a photographer and a multimedia artist, a writer, an author, a mother. I am 74 years old. I've been doing photography since I was a teenager. I met my first boyfriend in 1966 when I was 16. And he worked at the Troubadour in Hollywood, and he was 18 at the time, knew a lot of musicians, and we fell head over heels for each other. He lived at a house called the Gentle Soul House with the band called the Gentle Soul. They were recording with Terry Melcher for Columbia. And I would go over there on the weekends. I was still in high school. Jackson Browne, who had lived at Gentle Soul House, had never recorded before, and so Electra was giving him some experimental recording sessions, and Sandy was his drummer. And at that house, at that hunting lodge, Paxton Lodge, where we took over the whole place, there was a darkroom. Kenny Jenkins, who was the bass player, took me into the darkroom one day. I watched pictures come out of the soup, and I knew at that point what I wanted to do was be a photographer. That was it. One day, I was asked to take care of a new band, the first all-girl rock band, to be signed to a major label, Fanny. They were coming in, and their producer couldn't meet with them right away, so they asked me if I would take care of them when they first arrived, which I did. And the minute that we met, the girls and I, we knew it was like, you should be one of us. June Millington, the guitarist, had put in a darkroom in the mansion, and she said, "Here's my father's Leica. Why don't you just move in and become our documentary photographer?" It was just this incredible girl world of music and art that we had there together in that mansion on Marmont Lane. It was called Fanny Hill, and I was able to live there for about a year and a half before the Cocker Tour. We traveled around the US for 52 shows in 48 cities, all sold out. Had a private plane, Cocker Power on the side. And from there, everybody thought I was a famous photographer. And so I just flew. There were some great ones, and they became iconic and historic. And to this day, I'm known for a lot of those photographs. From there, I fell in love with the idea of going to school in France and studying photography. My parents decided they would send me to a photo school in the south of France with Jean-Pierre Soudre and Claudine Soudre. I sold to the Bibliothèque Nationale, and I sold to the Musée Réatou and the Musée Cantini. And that became the life that I wanted to live. I started by getting a grant to do photographic murals of real people sitting on their bus benches, and my mission was to take advertising off the bus benches and put up the photographs of real people who sat on their bus benches. Then I moved from that into doing billboards and sold a project to Eastman Kodak for the '84 Olympics of real people welcoming real people from around the world to the United States for the '84 Olympics. Now I was older when I started traveling, and I was also steeped in activism. So my seeking of photographs were ones with more meaning as I traveled. And that was what I want. And I wanted to show the diversity of people. I've been very active as a humanist photographer. Humanistic photography is photographs of people, of diversity. And it's been very important to me to promote an understanding worldwide that we are all human beings together on this planet, and that we need to find not just tolerance, but curiosity and acceptance, and expand to include all of us as a human body on this planet so that we can take care of the planet. And this became more of my mission-driven work. Everything that I've done has been really about being human. How it feels to be human, how it feels to be me, how it feels to be a woman. I've done a lot in my life. I've shot rock and roll, I've shot celebrities, I've made photographs of my children, my mother when she was dying. I have started a nonprofit. I started 2 nonprofits. I have written 7 books. I traveled around the world. I've done videos of women all over the world. My life, my career, my engagement with art will just keep continuing on and on. It's one thing that will never end. I don't have like a finish to it. There's no, I'm going to retire from being an artist. I will be an artist for as long as I live.